I'm back. I hope you don't mind, but I'm not taking this all that seriously anymore. I mean, the moment I started New Game Plus, I didn't even bother putting proper titles anymore. But I will just be watching videos and stuff anyway. I'm not playing on full screen anymore. This is very nice. However, for some reason, the recording is rather weird. Even though I have it set to 1600 by 900, it actually isn't. It's 1270 by. The actual window is 10 pixels off. I have no idea why that is. Or I guess 20 pixels off lengthwise, which is really weird. I have no idea why that is the case. But I get to play the game the way I want, the way I like it. Just the way I like it, so hell yeah for that. So I only need an A rank. And then I get Ashley Armor and Chicago Sweeper. But the cat ears I can only unlock via a new game, not New Game Plus. And it must be in professional. And it must be with less than 15 saves. And it must be in 5 hours and 30. Interesting. Alright. You know what, let me see if restarting the game will help.
And after going through the comments of the last video, I came across a bunch of new stuff that we could test.
Oh yeah, I said I wanted to try playing with a controller.
After all. But I also added some things here and there that I wanted to try myself. However, most of these are viewer suggestions. We will be looking at
not having motion controls is gonna suck though. I need to play I need to aim exclusively with the right stick, which just doesn't sound like a lot of fun.
Number 15. Now, so far we've done some crazy stuff in this game.
I'm never playing a game, a shooting game,
group of people that has kind of suffered
with a controller unless there's motion controls.
The poor old Koroks. These little guys are stuck in place all around the world due to their incredibly heavy backpacks, which makes them the perfect candidate for our horrible experiments. And someone in the comments gave me a good idea, and I hadn't tried this one at all. What happens if you throw a Korok in a chasm that leads to the depths? Could they actually reach it? And if they end up there, what happens? Well, after some testing, I found out something interesting. It seems like Nintendo made it impossible, because each time I tried it, the Korok just disappeared. Here you can see my first attempt with a balloon, so that the Korok would go down slowly. But quite quickly, the thing that I constructed just despawned, together with the Korok. And so I decided to just throw the Korok down. But again, it just disappeared all of a sudden. So it seems like this myth is false. Koroks can't reach the depths, and will actually despawn if you throw them into one of the chasms found all over Hyrule.
It still happens, but
Number
wow.
14.
launching the game
Now, as
seems
most of us
to
have seen, building stuff is a big part of
fuck up my
Zelda Tears of
computer
the
by quite a
Kingdom,
bit.
which is something I never expected. To be honest, if you told me like 5 years ago that a Zelda game would have building mechanics that are similar to something like Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, I wouldn't have believed you. Because why would Nintendo ever put that in a Zelda game? However, now that it is a thing, I'm glad they included it, even though it can be a bit clumsy at times. Now, I like making stuff in the game a lot, especially when you're presented with a very specific task in a shrine, for example. However, the game also has weird limitations, and someone in the comments even claimed that using multiple rockets in a build is completely pointless. In the end, you won't go any higher. But is this really a thing? Well, knowing Nintendo and their attention to realism, it shouldn't be the case. But after testing it, it turns out that one rocket goes just as high as 3, and so using any more than one is a complete waste of resources, which is really disappointing, but I kind of get it. Nintendo most likely did this to limit players a bit, otherwise they can break the game quite easily. So yeah, this myth is true. Number 13. Now obviously rockets aren't the only Zonai devices in the game. Nintendo added a good number of them, and so people started to experiment with the others as well, which I noticed quite quickly in the comments. Loads of people started discussing what was possible, and one interesting comment I read
I guess the game just doesn't like being played on Windows.
Rotate
Fine
incredibly
then.
fast using a Zonai wheel, so fast that it actually goes faster than the Zonai wheel itself. But does this actually work? Well, I decided to make a simple device to test this myth. And as you can see, if you make the two wheels touch, it works really well. And it does seem like the wooden wheel rotates a bit faster, but I'm not sure to be honest. It kinda seems like they are spinning about as fast. But still, it does spin pretty fast, and it requires barely any energy to run. And you can do some fun stuff with this, like attaching weapons to it and defeating enemies, like I'm doing here with this blue bokoblin. And as you can see, it works pretty well. So while this myth isn't 100% true, doing this does lead to some amazing results. Number 12. Now one of the first fuse options we saw was the Key's Eye. Using these you can create homing arrows that always result in a headshot. This was shown off before the game was even out, and I have been using this a lot in the game. It is so useful when fighting a boss like a Gleeok. But at some point I started wondering about something. Do elemental Key's Eyes have an elemental effect aside from the homing effect mentioned earlier? Well, personally, I had no idea. And in these videos, I tried to add stuff for new players as well as more experienced ones. So I decided to try it out. I hadn't seen anyone do this so far, and after testing, I found out that they do. When you shoot an arrow with a fire Key's Eye, it has a strong elemental effect. Way stronger than the new fruits that you can find. So these, combined with something like a multi-shot bow, could be incredibly handy when fighting a Gleeok. Personally, I will be farming these the next time I'm fighting elemental enemies or bosses, and this means that this myth is true. Number 11. In Breath of the Wild, bombs were easy to get. I mean, they were part of your Sheikah Slate tool belt. However, in Tears of the Kingdom, this changed. They weren't part of your standard kit, and so you have to find them in the world. It appears everything is working fine now. Classic returned, the bomb flower, which can be found in the depths around specific trees.
So yeah, I'm gonna play this way forever now.
At least. However, in the comments of the last video, somebody asked me if enemies will do anything with them. Normally, the goblins will pick up stuff like explosive barrels and weapons they can find to kill you. However, will they do the same if you give them a bomb flower? Well, before testing it, I thought they would. It is a consumable weapon after all, and throwing it could ruin my plans, leading to a goblin victory. But after testing it, I found out that they completely ignore them. They don't use them whatsoever. Even the smarter silver bokoblins, who are known for lighting weapons on fire to deal extra damage and picking up explosive barrels, didn't do anything with them. Heck, this one is even unarmed and decided to throw rocks instead of the 2 bomb flowers right in front of him. So, surprisingly enough, this myth is false. Bokoblins won't use bomb flowers whatsoever, only explosive barrels, which is really odd. Number 10. In the last video, we tried something that could save us a lot of effort as well as resources, defeating Gloomhands using only one item. But I won't spoil what we did! If you want to know, you've got to check out the previous video after we're done with this one, because we are once again testing something on the Gloomhands. Do Dazzle Fruits or Bright Blooms deal extra damage or kill them instantly? This one was once again suggested by someone in the comments, and it's certainly a good one. And so I went to my favorite Gloomhand spot on the Great Plateau to give this one a go. And what happened was interesting. The Bright Bloom did nothing. Sure, the arrow did damage,
I just realized
but the
without
flower
the
itself didn't do anything.
TMP,
And then I decided
I'll
to
be
try
getting
a
any
Dazzle
TMP
Fruit.
ammo.
And while it does stun the
Also,
Gloomhands, which can be
we
very
can examine
handy,
these
it
cartridges.
doesn't deal any extra
Look at
damage,
that.
even though it
They have a
does
backside
look
to them.
like it. And so sadly
Very
enough,
nice.
this myth is false. While these items are amazing sources of light, they won't deal damage to Gloom whatsoever. Number 9.
I like how they look exactly the same, but you know, HD.
Things to get around.
There's
Mostly
even
horses
freaking
and zonite devices. However, the shield
keep
surf
out of
is
reach
still
of
a
children
very popular
distributed by
option,
Red Eagle
especially when you need to
Corporation.
go down a mountain. Now with the fusing ability, you can improve the shield surf even further, which I showed off in the previous video. But after that video, I started thinking, sure, ice works really well, but what happens in the desert? As we all know,
Handgun
both Breath of the
hunting
Wild and Tears of
ammunition.
the Kingdom are pretty realistic games, so you would imagine that ice
Red
would melt,
Eagle.
but does it? In some instances, as we have seen in this video,
9
certain
millimeters.
things don't make sense at all. So I had to test it, and as you can see here, the ice sheet on the shield does start to melt, and while it lasts for a
Wait, 9
while, at
millimeters?
some point it will just break, which I kind of expected.
Yep, that's
and
also
so this
9
myth
millimeters.
is true.
Huh.
An ice
If
shield
we shoot
is
a
amazing
handgun-
for shield surfing, but in a hot environment, it will suddenly break after some time. Number
It
8.
makes a hole.
Now, sure.
Can you
The
theoretically
Dazzle
use
Fruit
that
didn't
to...
work on the Gloomhands.
No.
Heck, if they did, it would have
I
made
don't think
life
so.
a whole lot easier. But does it work on other dark enemies that are powered by Ganondorf's
Because in real life,
magic? This fruit
a bullet
does create
hole
an
isn't
intense
an
and pure
exact
light
hole.
after all. Well, someone in
That's
my
the exact
comments
size of-
suggested that I should test these things on stealth enemies, because apparently they will instantly die due to the light, which makes sense. Stealth enemies can't stand the light, and that's
tactical
why you
rifle
find them in the
cartridges.
depths or at night. So I tried this, and I gotta say,
50
this one works incredibly well.
centerfire
They
rifle
instantly die,
cartridges.
and so you can get rid of a whole group. Now, I already knew that this would work because I had seen
Yeah,
it
these are
online
these
on
are
Twitter.
actually really
So
fun to
next
read,
time you
to
see them, use a
examine.
Dazzle Fruit and save yourself some time.
These
Number 7.
fictional bullet-making
Alright,
companies.
now that we are in the depths, let's try another myth.
My favorite
which
is
was
the
suggested
shotgun.
by someone in the
Because
comments.
one,
the
it's
ascent
the
ability
goddamn
is a big
shotgun
new feature
ammo.
in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom,
And two,
almost
it's colored
everyone
green.
loves it. You can
They
save
colored
a lot
my
of time
favorite
by
gun
going
type
through
green.
stuff, and it allows for some really fun puzzles as
Well,
well.
that's a lie. My
However, as
favorite-
you can imagine, people want to push this stuff to the limit.
I mean, it's already
So
been
someone
established
asked
by
me
now.
if you could ascend from the depths
12 by
back to the
3,
surface
12 by
world.
2.
Now, I was certain that
and a
this was
quarter.
impossible. But of
Inches?
course, I
Where's
have to
literally-
test it. And doing
Oh, man.
so wasn't easy. You gotta climb onto
Wherever
something
these
that's
Spaniards
high
are
enough so
getting
you can
their
get close to
shotgun
the ceiling,
shells.
which required some exploration.
They need to get
However,
better
in
ones.
the end, I did find something. And as you can see from
Keep
the
out of reach
footage,
of children
it is
again.
just high enough. But quite
Huh, but,
quickly, I found
the
out that
frickin'
you can't
submachine
really
guns
reach
and
the
stuff
surface
don't have
world this way.
that warning.
You can't ascend. It seems like Nintendo
So,
made
whoever
this
manufactured
impossible,
these-
and only at
there
certain
it is.
locations you can
Keep out of
actually
reach,
go up.
Coyote.
For example, to get to the Great Deku Tree. Sure, you can get to the surface from the underground, but not everywhere. So I would say that this myth is false. Number 6.
I mean, I guess it would
Now,
be
a big
terrible
thing
if
in both Breath of the
children
Wild
started
and
eating
Tears of the
them, but
Kingdom is
it's a
elemental
lot more
weapons.
dangerous for them
They
to
are
have
very powerful,
guns
especially
around.
when you use the opposite element
Oh,
on
it
an
seems
enemy. It will
the game
instantly
likes
kill
using
them.
up whatever's
and
at the
believe
very
me,
bottom
this
first,
is
so-
just too handy
know
when
what? I'll
fighting ice
oblige.
enemies or fire enemies. But can we apply this logic to normal enemies as well? Someone in my comment section suggested first freezing a bokoblin and then hitting him with a fire weapon. But will this instantly kill them like the elemental enemies? Well, I tested this with wands so that the damage of weapons wouldn't be a factor.
Actually-
And I found out that while it does deal damage, as expected, it doesn't
This
really
makes
do
perfect
much,
sense.
and certainly won't kill them instantly. So while this is a fun idea, it doesn't really work, which means that this myth is false. Number 5. Now we've seen that dazzle fruits can sometimes
I'm
be
actually gonna
very
go put
effective, while other
this to
times
the
it doesn't
side.
really do a whole lot. However, we can be certain it works very well on stealth enemies. However, does this mean it works on
Actually, it
all of
should be
them?
in
Sure, the enemies
here,
die instantly, but what
where
about
it
the
running out
stealth
of ammo
horses that
will
can be found in the
actually
depths and during the night? Well, I
cost the
decided
least
to give
amount
it a
of
shot, and after wandering
space
around the depths for a bit,
wasted.
I came across one and bombarded it with dazzle fruits. Now the horse did freak out. It clearly didn't like what I was doing, but aside from freaking out and running away, nothing happened. It didn't take damage or die, so it clearly has a different effect on them
Leon.
compared to all other stealth enemies. So I would have to say that this myth is false. Dazzle fruit won't kill stealth horses, even though you would expect it to be the case. Number 4. Alright, this next one is pretty pointless. You really can't use this for
No wonder.
anything. Well,
Honestly, with how hard it is to get the cat ears, I really don't think it's worth it.
Claim. Someone in the comments
You
said,
still need to
and I
reload
quote,
anyway, but hey, it would be
"Using
nice
ultra hand on snowballs can make them absolutely
if I ever want to
gigantic."
play the game
Now,
again
in
and I
Breath of
just
the
don't
Wild,
have
we
to
can
deal
make
with
big
ammo.
snowballs by rolling them down a hill, and as they go
But like
down,
managing
they
ammo
grow
is like part of the
size.
fun
But
of the
according
game, you
to
know?
this person,
Even
you
if
can
I
just
am
rub a
just
snowball on the
ignoring
ground,
that part of the
magically
fun.
grow. But does it?
Very
Well, after trying this, and man, this took longer than I would have thought. I had to look around for ages in order to find a snowball. I found out that it was real. I just picked up the snowball with Ultra Hand, and in no time it was absolutely gigantic, as big as a snowball can be in the game. So yeah, this works really well. Sure, you can't really do anything with it, but it is fun, I guess. And it might be useful to take out an enemy or two. Who knows? Number 3. In the last video, we looked at how boomerangs behave when you attach certain things to them, especially heavy objects like stones, because someone in the comments suggested that something like that could mess with its ability to fly and come back. However, after some testing, it seemed like it would fly well no matter what you added or
I
how
forgot I
big it
was the snake.
But then,
I was like, let me pick up the snake here. But I forgot you need to kill the snake to pick it up. God damn it.
So I had to test this, of course. And so I decided to find one of those stone behemoths.
Why am I
to
so
give it a
fucking
shot.
stupid?
And after some testing with both a big and small boomerang, I could see very well that the stone talus heart
So I just remembered.
was messing with their flight. Each
There we
time
go.
it would fall to the ground
Max bolts.
instead of actually getting back to me. So yeah, the stone talus heart really is too heavy for a boomerang, while something like a gigantic boulder is completely fine. Which is, weird, but it does show that the myth is true. Number 2. When you first go down into the depths, you will quickly run into a number of new challenges that you won't find anywhere else in the world. Like the gloom that damages you permanently. Well, until you find a light source to restore those hearts. And another problem you will come across is the dark. It is pitch black down there, and you need to activate light nodes in order to actually see something. Well, unless you use things that generate light, like specific food items, zonite devices, or plants. However,
I just
someone in the
remembered I
comments
wanted to
said
use
that
all
there's
my
actually
keys.
one way of generating loads of light on a vehicle without using any power. Just use a bright bloom and throw it on a vehicle, and this way it will stay in place and you can ride around while lighting up the entire area. But is it really that effective? Well, yes, this myth is true,
You're not letting me
and it
search
works
something real
incredibly well. So well, in fact, that I always do this. Really, there is no better way of exploring the depths. Number 1. Now we've tested a lot of things today, and now we are down to the last one, and it involves a boomerang. In the previous video, which you can check out after we're done with this last myth, we covered a number of boomerang myths, some true and some false. And today we will look at another one that was suggested by a viewer, and when I saw it, I was surprised as well as curious. He said that attaching a rocket to a boomerang and throwing it will make it go super fast, and after reading that, I had to give this one a shot, because I was especially curious if it would still act like a normal boomerang, which means that it would fly in an arc and would come back to you. But this time it goes a lot faster and further due to the rocket, and I really hoped that this would work, but I found out that this isn't the case whatsoever. I threw the boomerang and it just flew forward at an immense speed, and then it was gone. It fell into the water and didn't come back, which was very disappointing. And sure, the claim made by the commenter is true, but it doesn't behave like a boomerang anymore, which makes me very, very sad. Now this is the end of our myth-busting video, but don't worry, because I made 3 others which you can check out right now. And don't forget, leave your ideas below, because I do read a lot of the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, leave your ideas below, any suggestions, improvements for the video, whatever. Thank you all so much for watching, like, subscribe, click the bell button, do all the good stuff. Bye everybody, bye, bye.
To the Minecraft Survival Guy. I hope you're all having a good day. This one's going to be an indoor episode because we are going to be focusing on brewing. We've done a little bit of brewing up until this point, but I haven't fully explained some of the mechanics involved and exactly what you need to brew a different bunch of potions. So we're going to do that today, but bear in mind this will not be a complete guide to brewing because there are some ingredients for brewing which still evade us, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. For now, we need to get hold of some glass, and luckily I still have some left over from the sugarcane farm project. We've only got 3, but that should be enough for the moment, because 3 glass can be crafted into 3 glass bottles. And glass bottles can be topped up from a variety of water sources, but traditionally speaking in brewing, you're expected to use a cauldron for this, and I'll explain why that's not the best of ideas, since if we fill up a cauldron with a bucket of water, like so, you'll notice that that completely fills up, and it contains enough water. Right-click on it with these 3 bottles, completely empty the cauldron, and end up with 3 bottles of water. And the same does work in reverse, actually. You can empty a bottle of water into a cauldron if you want to fill it up 1, 2, or 3 stages. But we won't be able to do that once we have brewed them into potions, which we're going to do by placing the water bottles in the brewing stand and adding some ingredients. But now, our cauldron is empty, and we need to go and collect another water source from outside. Conveniently enough though, water bottles can be refilled from a single water source and they will not deplete when you fill up water bottles from it. So what I tend to typically do is put 2 spruce trapdoors in a corner or 4
if I'm playing on professional, I need to beat it in under 7 hours.
Water, and that makes for something that's still
but if I play in assisted difficulty, it actually becomes easier to get an A rank at 15 hours.
Take our 3 glass
Why?
bottles, walk up to this water source,
shouldn't it be like the other way around?
From there, we need to return to our nether supplies chest.
Or how about just the same time constraint amongst between all difficulties? I don't
make
know.
sure we have blaze powder in the fuel slot here, so that this bar fills up with orange to indicate that yes, this brewing stand is fueled and ready to go. And then we're going to pop a nether wart in here, and this will start to bubble, and the arrow will start to progress down, and eventually we will end up with 3 awkward potions, which have no effects, but these are the base potion to which you apply other ingredients to make all of the other potions, with the exception of potions of weakness, which we discussed in the episode about zombifying and curing villagers. For everything else though, you will need to start with a nether wart applied to some bottled water to make awkward potions. And putting another nether wart in here right now isn't going to do anything, so we know these potions are ready for ingredients. Obviously this is going to consume nether wart though, so we're going to plant some of it outside here, in the area that was previously occupied by my sugarcane farm. We'll probably look at farming nether wart on a larger scale a little bit later, but for now I'm going to create a 5x5
maybe because I'm not playing on full screen anymore, the game's lagging more.
And from this point on, the nether wart will begin to grow through several stages, much like overworld crops do, until they become ready to harvest. Unlike overworld crops, however, you cannot increase the stages of growth by using bone meal. You can't give them a boost, you just gotta wait for them to grow naturally. Once they're fully grown, however, we'll be able to harvest them to get 3 or 4 nether wart back and increase our supply. So now that that's taken care of, we can take a look at some of the potions it's possible to brew once we've added some nether wart to these bottles of water. And we already have plenty of ingredients nearby, though none of them are in this chest. It's more likely that we'll find these down here in some of the ingredients that we received from the nether. Let's take a quick look. We have ghast tears, those are a potion brewing ingredient. Magma cream is also a potion brewing ingredient. In fact, more blaze powder will get us a different potion as well. Then over here in the food chest, we can bring a golden carrot with us, we can bring a pufferfish with us, a melon slice, and find some gold in here. Yep, we should be able to bring that with us as well, although we might already have some gold nuggets. They brought from the nether? Yes, we have some of those. Okay, so I will put the gold ingot away because all we would be doing is breaking that down into gold nuggets. So to combine the melon slice and the gold nuggets in my crafting interface here, we can get a glistering melon slice, and that is a potion brewing ingredient as well. And I think we will start with these ingredients, since these are the ones that are going to be more beneficial to the player to brew. Let's begin with a pufferfish. We're going to pop that in there, and once the brewing stand has bubbled and the arrow down here has progressed, our 3 awkward potions are going to turn into potions of water breathing, which will last for 3 minutes. Now, this is not the first time we have held some potions of water breathing, actually. We found one of these in the treasure chest that we looted after having looted a shipwreck. We ended up finding a buried treasure map. That led us to a chest which can contain potions of water breathing
I was right.
that
It was
last
the
for
other
3
house.
minutes. For now, we are going to store these in this barrel, where I've actually kept one of the splash potions of weakness and golden apples from our zombie curing episode, just in case we get the opportunity to cure another zombie villager. But it seems like we're going to need to smelt a little bit more sand. We do have a little bit of that left over from the sugarcane farm, so turn more of this into glass bottles. We'll fill those up from our water source, put 3 of them in the brewing stand, and the next thing
Yeah,
we're
the
going
game
to
just
do
gets better
after
over
we've
time as
added the
usual.
netherwort and
Cool.
converted these into
I'm
awkward potions is
playing
add
on full
this
screen and
magma
stuff.
cream, because this
I
is
believe
going to brew one
full
of the
screen
most
does
useful
reduce
potions in
like
game. I'll
the
preemptively fill
latency.
up these 3 water bottles, since we'll be
But that
creating
really
these
only
potions in
matters.
batches of
It's
3.
a very
You don't need to
minimal
add 3 every
loss,
time. You can put just
and
1
that
or 2
kind of
potions in the brewing
loss
stand,
only
but
matters if we're
probably
playing
most
something
people
super
don't put
precise like a
ingredients
rhythm game.
all 3 in. Now, the magma cream is going to turn these
And this
into
game is
potions
still
of
pretty
fire
precise,
resistance,
but
which you may remember
with how many
was a
random
proper
factors
niggling
there
while we
are
in the nether. But it's good to know that we can brew those ourselves.
in the
With
game,
some delta spawn in this world, we can go and get some magma
I'd
cream
say
anytime we want
it's
to. We'll add these to the
irrelevant.
barrel as well. Our next batch of awkward potions is going to brew up, and I'll walk out to check on our netherwort field whilst those are brewing. Now, it'll take you a while to get used to the stages of netherwort growth, but there are 3 stages. The first stage here, when you plant them, the second stage, where they grow a little bit taller, and the third stage, where they are ready for harvest. If we want to, we can even break these with a fortune pickaxe, and you will get more netherwort back out of that. So, kind of useful to know if you are short
What?
of netherwort in the
That was
early
new
stages of
dialogue.
potion brewing. So for our next batch of awkward potions, we go
Also, how do you herb a man to death? That seems a little impossible to me. I know about you, but I've never seen anyone in the Resident Evil world die from herbs.
Of regeneration. They last a lot shorter of a duration than the other potions we've brewed so far, but that's because they will regenerate your health constantly while the potion is in effect. Let's grab that glass from the furnace. We'll need to make a lot more
I think
glass
that's
bottles.
fine
It's
for
probably a
now.
good idea to craft another barrel to store some of these bottles and water bottles. Those can be like our potion brewing shelves up here. So we'll throw all of the water bottles in there for now, just so we don't get confused, because they look pretty much identical to the awkward potions. You just got to mouse over them to see which one is which. Now, this one we're going to add a golden carrot to, and the golden carrot is going to give us potions of night vision, which will completely light up your surroundings, although bear in mind that that won't have any effect on mob spawning.
How much time have I spent thus far?
Not the light that the
I
player
need
can see.
7
So we'll be
hours
using
and
night vision potions
I'm not gonna
later
get
on.
it.
And if these look different to you if you've played Minecraft in previous versions, that is because in
That
recent
sucks. Maybe I
updates,
should have
the team
played on
has
a
tried
lower
to make these
difficulty.
a little bit more easy to distinguish based on colour. They also used to glow in the same way that enchanted tools and armour do, but that's been taken away, so you can more easily determine which one is which. So I'm still
Well, it
getting
isn't
used to
too
the
late to
colours.
start a
The
new
night
game
vision
still
potion
on
is
a
this
lower
very bright,
difficulty.
luminous kind of colour. Kind of looks like it's glow in the dark paint or something, which I think makes it very easy to stand out. The water breathing potions are this kind of seawater, green blue sort of colour, so that's pretty easy to spot. The fire resistant
But
potions
it's
are
not like
bright
I'm in a
orange,
rush
so that's
and
nice and
wow.
easy as well. Anything related to health is going to be pink or red, so the regeneration tools are this kind of deeper magenta colour. The glistering melon slides when applied to these awful potions. So as you might expect from a health potion, they are kind of the bright red of players' hearts, and those give you instant health. Unlike the other effects which have a duration, these potions will instantly heal you once, and then the effect will be gone. So let's throw 3 more water bottles in here to brew our last set of potions. And as you can see, the blaze power in here has depleted slightly, so we need to make sure there's some extra fuel here in case that runs out. And with the blaze powder in the ingredient slot instead of the fuel slot, these potions will turn into potions of strength. These currently last for a 3-minute duration and apply +3 attack damage to us. Considering that this sword already does 9.5 attack damage, that's a pretty significant increase. But it is possible to make it more effective, because with many potions it is possible to increase the intensity of the potion, the concentration, I suppose, of the potion, and have them apply more strength or more instant healing to you. a faster regeneration effect is also possible. And for potions like water breathing, fire resistance, and night vision, it isn't possible to increase the intensity of the effect. But for any potion that has a timed effect, like night vision for 3 minutes, fire resistance for 3 minutes, or regeneration for 5 seconds, we can also increase the duration of it. We have a couple of ingredients down here in the basement that will let us do exactly that. We're going to dip into this first barrel of ingredients that we ever brought back from the Nether. We're going to grab some glowstone dust, and then we're going to turn to our precious materials chest and grab some redstone dust. But also, if we have any around here, of course we do, we're going to bring some gunpowder upstairs. And these 3 powders can modify the potions that we have already brewed. So, the glowstone dust is the one which intensifies the effect. That will get you strength 2, regeneration 2, instant health 2. But as I mentioned, it has no effect on things like water breathing, fire resistance, or night vision, where intensifying the effect wouldn't really do anything. The next category is redstone, and that's what increases the duration timer. So that will increase our potions of fire resistance, of water breathing, and night vision to 8 minutes instead of 3 minutes. It will increase the length of the potion of regeneration as well, but it won't have any effect on potions of healing, since those are instant and have no lasting effects. Finally, gunpowder has an effect we're already sort of familiar with, since we use that to create these splash potions of weakness with which we cured the zombified villagers. Gunpowder will convert any existing potion into a splash potion, which can be thrown instead of just drunk by the player. This allows us to use negative effects like weakness on other mobs or yourself if you're feeling spicy, but you can also add splash effects to any of these potions, so that you can throw them on yourself instead of having to take the time to drink. So a couple of quick examples, using the potions that I'm sure this will be the most use. We're going to take the fire resistant potion. Here, if I put some glowstone dust in, you'll notice it doesn't even start bubbling, so there's really nothing glowstone dust can do. But adding redstone dust will increase the duration by 5 minutes to give us a total of 8 minutes of fire resistance per potion. So now instead of 9 minutes of fire resistance, we have the option to have up to 24, which can be very useful if you're spending extended periods of time in the Nether. The same is definitely true of water breathing, because you'll never know how long you're going to be spending underwater, and that will be very useful when raiding shipwrecks, ocean ruins, and ocean monuments. And it's worth noting that these potions will only take effect 1 at a time, so you couldn't drink all 3 of them in quick succession and have 24 minutes of fire resistance ticking down. You can only drink 1, have 8 minutes of fire resistance, and when that runs out, you can top it up with the next one. It is possible to drink one of these potions while the effect of the previous one is still going, but it will only reset the timer to 8 minutes
this
instead
proves
of adding
it for
8
me.
minutes to the timer. Just to clear up any confusion that might have been there around that. Now let's see something that we can intensify the effect of. Let's give ourselves strength 2. In this case, we're going to put the glowstone dust in here with our strength potions. You'll notice that has started to take effect, and the strength potion is going to become a strength 2
Mr.
potion.
Crow,
You'll notice the duration is cut in half, so you have a more intense effect, but for a shorter amount of time. However, these are now applying +6 attack damage, which almost doubles the amount of damage we're able to do with our diamond sword. And as you can imagine, those attacks would be pretty devastating on anything but the strongest of Minecraft mobs. The instant healing potions, there's really no reason not to increase their effect to instant health 2, because that's simply going to restore more health. While the regular instant health potions will restore 2 hearts of health, the instant health 2 potions will double that, restoring 4 hearts. Give you a quick example of that by hopping off of here, although I do have my feather falling boots on, so maybe I should hop off without those. And it's going to take a couple more attempts at that, considering that I still have full saturation, so I need my hunger to wear off first. Okay, here we go. I've knocked off 5.5 hearts of health. We'll drink a potion of healing 2, and instantly 4 of those hearts are restored, so we can top up with the rest of the steak, top up our water bottle, and return that to the brewing stand. The choice is slightly different with potions of regeneration, because we can increase the intensity of these to make regeneration 2 potions, but once again, the duration of these potions will be cut in half, leaving you with only 22 seconds of regeneration 2, but that's 22 seconds in which your health will regenerate twice as fast. I should also add
I saw the plank and I immediately thought how I could use it to build something.
Again, it doesn't work like that. You get either one or the
With
other.
Ultra
It's
Hand.
possible to increase the duration
Dear
of
God.
regen 1 potion with redstone dust, and so you can end up with regen 1 for a much longer period of time, but with a slower healing effect, or you can end up with regen 2 for a much shorter period of time at a much faster healing effect. Finally, let's increase the duration of these night vision potions using redstone, and now we've used up enough blaze powder that we need to add another one in, but those will now last for 8 minutes, and it's on these that I'm going to apply the gunpowder, turning them into splash potions of night vision.
Is it really that time of the year now?
But here is another useful thing to know about the brewing stand. We can add 3 different types of potions to the potion slots here if we want to add
There should be one more lock.
So in this case,
There should be one more key I can use.
Into splash potions of their respective types. So we've got splash potion of strength, instant
And I believe that's the last lock
Likewise,
key.
if I wanted to increase the duration of 3
Chest
potions, I can mix
thing.
and match the potions that I put in there and add some redstone.
Alright.
As long as the redstone doesn't apply to those potions. Now, as a bit of a field test, I'm going to take 4 of these splash potions over to our starter cave, and I'll show you how splash potions are best used. Because a surprising element of this is how close you are to the splash effect, and change the duration of these potions, even when we have 8 minutes with a splash potion of night vision. If I throw it on the ground at my feet and open my inventory, you'll notice that deducts a minute from the total. I only have 7 minutes of night vision to start to count down. And already you can see the effect. It removes all shadows from this area, showing us all veins that we've missed, monsters roaming in the distance, and it's
do the shooting
kind of
gallery
possible to
first.
distinguish which areas are lit and unlit anymore. It will also give you increased visibility when you go underwater, which can be very useful if it turns out that there are underwater resources that are worth having. Like over here, there is some deep slate coal, which I didn't realise was there.
Got a
I'm gonna
selection
silk touch
of good
that because those
things
blocks are
on
actually
sale,
relatively rare.
stranger.
Oh, I didn't bring the water ready.
If you want a
so I better
fighting
return to the
chance
surface
there,
before I
you
start to
best
drown.
tune
As a
up
quick
your
sidebar,
kit.
deep slate coal is a relatively rare block because coal typically doesn't generate below Y0. So deep slate coal can be found above that, but deep slate doesn't start generating.
Yeah, I think I'm
until
fine
around
since I'm doing the
Y8,
shooting
so
gallery
you're
anyway.
typically
That's
not gonna
wasting
find
even
deep
more
slate coal
time.
except in a very small portion of the world.
I'm
And
pretty
at
sure
that
the
point,
shooting
coal
gallery
generation
counts
is
towards
at
your
its
game
least
time.
frequent. So while we found a vein of 5 here, you're not likely to find coal nearly as frequently as you do in the higher regions of the world. Like around the mouth of the cave here, for example. There are 5 or 6 coal veins just standing out from the rock right there. That's not going to happen in deep slate layers. Anyway, with our night vision potion still active, we can take a look around the deep slate layers, and they might be slightly easier to spot all veins in now that it is less dark around here, but honestly, I don't like exploring the deep slate layers like this too often, so you won't really see me doing this, even though the environment around me is a lot clearer. And it's because of the deep slate texture just looks like too aesthetic to me after a while. I find it kind of grating. Anyway, we've got 3 minutes of night vision potion left, and I'm going to try and find a zombie nearby so that I can demonstrate some things. Diamonds up there. Okay, here we go. We've got a couple of zombies. I'm going to show you the better way to splash yourself with a potion, although we're going to do it with the twist of having a zombie nearby who's going to be hit by the potion effect as well. You should really be looking straight upwards and throwing it directly above you to receive the strongest effect. As you can see, in my inventory now we have a minute 30 of strength 2, although the zombie that we splashed with it is going to have a stronger attack.
What the
as a
fuck was
result,
that
so
lag?
we should be
Oh,
careful
come on.
about that. So I'm going to quickly look up and throw a potion of instant healing on myself, and that's actually damaging the zombie while it heals. Undead mobs are weak to effects. It effectively reverses the effects, so in this case, the instant health is going to cause instant damage to undead mobs like zombies and skeletons. And I have that extra strength 2 effect for a little bit longer, but you've got to be aware of your surroundings and make sure you don't end up splashing on something that's going to hurt you as well. I can one-shot zombies and creepers with my sword now, though, which is pretty fun to do. Alright, let's pillar up and collect these diamonds. I've waited long enough. Let's grab those. Got a piece of diamond ore. Is there any more in the ceiling here? No, just 1 block. Okay, well let's fortune that. Yes, that's 41. That is 3 diamonds. Very nice. It looks like my night vision potion is wearing off, though. You'll see the environment start to flicker. The icon on the top right starts to flicker as well. And the night vision potion wears off, and instantly the area around us becomes a lot darker, more atmospheric again. You can see those areas where the mobs were clearly spawning because I haven't lit them up with any source of block light like torches. There is one last thing I want to show you though, and this is going to require you to take a little bit of damage intentionally, and then set up a controlled explosion. So I've let these 2 zombies attack me, they've done a little bit of damage to me so far, and I'm going to resist healing that because our last splash potion has the regeneration effect. We're not going to apply it in the normal way. Instead, I've tracked down a creeper, and we're going to splash the creeper with its regeneration 2 effect, then block with the shield, and you'll notice that it leaves behind this lingering cloud of pink particles. of that regeneration effect, which then...
Let me get into proper posture.
The creeper was far enough away that I didn't end up splashing myself with the regeneration potion. But a creeper with a potion effect
I want to get all the gold
will
medals.
explode, leaving behind a cloud of lingering particles which can apply the potion effect to anything that walks through them. So you won't find this has a great deal of practical advantages, but it's still possible to block a creeper explosion with a shield, so in some cases that can lead to you getting some potion effects if you have accidentally thrown them. Or if you're interested in creating mini-games, it can be a really interesting opportunity. I once planned for a challenge where people were going to have to work out that a creeper was appearing with a fire resistance effect already splashed on the dispenser. And by blocking with a shield and absorbing that fire resistance effect, they would be able to walk through a wall of lava to get the objective. I never ended up building that dungeon, but hey, there's a really cool idea you can use. Now it is possible to brew a variant of splash potions that can create those lingering clouds yourself instead of having to rely on a creeper for that. But we won't be able to brew them ourselves quite yet because they require dragon's breath. So that we have to go to the end dimension and create the ender dragon, which we're not going to do at this point in the series. In the future, once we have all the possible ingredients, I'm going to publish a complete guide to potion brewing. We'll go over all of this stuff again and introduce some of the new stuff we don't have access to. Back in the house after that little field trip, we're going to be doing more water bottles. Here, we're going to grab some more nethermore from wherever I left it. There we go, in here. We're going to bring one more positive effect potion that can be of assistance to the player. And then we're going to talk about inverting the effects of these potions to produce negative effects. With our awkward potions loaded into the stand, we're going to break two of these sugar canes down into sugar, one of which we're going to put in the ingredients slot, and when it's done brewing, that will give us a potion of swiftness, which adds to our speed. Once again, these can be intensified using glowstone dust. They have a duration, that duration can be lengthened using redstone. They can also be made into splash potions by using gunpowder, and they are very strong blue these days. But you'll notice once again, I have the ingredients in my inventory to make a fermented spider eye. That's one sugar, one spider eye, and a brown mushroom. And fermented spider eyes, as I said before, can be potion without the need for adding netherwall. That's essential for zombie village security. The other thing fermented spider eyes do is invert the effects of existing potions. So I'm going to grab one of the potions of swiftness we just brewed, a potion of fire resistance, and a potion of night vision, so that you can see some of these effects, because they're actually going to be quite different for each one of these potions. So when you fermented spider eye in, it starts bubbling down, and you'll notice at the end of this process that two of these potions have undergone transformations, but one of them has not. There is no inverse of a fire resistance potion. There is no potion or effect of fire vulnerability. So a fermented spider eye actually does nothing to a fire resistance. That's just to demonstrate that it can still operate the brewing stand, even though one of the potions it has no effect on. The other two have effects. The potion of swiftness is now a potion of slowness. It has the opposite effect because we flipped it around using the fermented spider eye. And you might think that the inverse of a potion of night vision is blindness or darkness, with the effect of Minecraft that limits how much you can see. But actually, this has a slightly different effect. It becomes a potion of invisibility, so it's less that you can see more of the environment around you, and more that the enemies around you cannot see you. If we splash ourselves with this invisibility potion, then we put it aside so we get the full duration by throwing it up and chucking it on our heads. You'll notice that my arm disappears. First of all, you can see the tools that I'm holding, but my arm doesn't appear when I've got nothing in my hand. And if I go into third-person view, you'll see that I am now a completely blank suit of armor. If I remove my armor and my shield, you actually can't tell where I am, except for the occasional potion particle, and the fact that the screen is centered on me. But invisibility like this actually allows you to sneak up on hostile mobs which would not be able to see you otherwise. The effect will work even better if you are crouching at the time. If you are sneaking, then your footsteps will be quieter and mobs won't be able to detect you that way either. But it's also worth noting that invisibility, while it is really useful, becomes less useful the more armor you equip, and is not 100% effective. You'll be able to notice your presence if you get too close to it, so don't think you can just walk up behind a creeper and have it not explode. It does, however, have a pretty profound effect on the range at which mobs will detect you. So let's go through to the nether for example. So right now, this magma cube is thinking about coming towards me. I'm pretty sure he's spotted me because I am wearing full armor and holding a diamond sword, right? But now if I remove all of my armor and my shield, maybe I'll not hold anything in my offhand either, and I stand this far away from this magma cube. We're only 3 blocks away at this point, and it's not getting aggressive towards me. It has not noticed me. It's kind of going about its business if I walk up even closer to it. So, I can sneak up to about this range here before the Magma Cube notices me and actually kind of make me jump a little bit there. And once it has done that, it will stay locked on to you for a moment. So mobs that have targeted you will know that you are still there. But let's find a mob that hasn't targeted me yet. This little Magma Cube over here doesn't know I'm here. I can get within a couple of blocks of it, barely notices me until I stand there for a little bit longer. So effectively, the range to get up close to a mob like this is around 2 blocks before they will notice. It may be even less if you are sneaky, but don't rely on that effect too much. I'm going to drink the slowness potion as well to show you the effects of that one, and it really does slow you down. You'll occasionally be hit by slowness if you're out in a snowy field and you encounter strays. They're a variant of skeletons that will shoot slowness arrows at you. Alternatively, witches can throw a splash punch of slowness to the player in order to slow you down and make it more difficult to escape. But as with any potion effects in the game, you should be able to dispel any of these potions instantly by drinking a bucket of milk. There you go, that effect. Slowness and invisibility are gone, and I'm back to normal. A fermented spider eye will also invert the effect of a couple of other potions with somewhat predictable results. Potions of regeneration, potions of poison will deal damage to you over time instead of healing you. Potions of instant health become potions of instant harming. And once again, those two are the effects that you can expect on the receiving end of if you encounter a witch out there in the overworld. Strength also gets inverted into weakness, although there is a different way of brewing weakness, of course. Require brewing a strength. And for a full list of these potions and the ways that they can be affected by glowstone and redstone, I recommend checking out the Minecraft wiki, which always has useful potion brewing graphics and flowcharts and that kind of stuff. If you're confused by any of this stuff, it's just a lot of information to retain. Even printing that out, laminating it, sticking it somewhere in your room is probably going to help you remember which. But I think for an introductory look at potions, that's where we're going to leave it for today. Our field of netherwort is almost fully grown, so we can harvest some of that. We'll have plenty of supplies to do potion brewing in the near future. That's how I'm going to leave this episode of the Minecraft Survival Guide post. We'll be doing a lot more of that fairly soon. But thanks so much for watching. My name has been Pixelreds. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to see more. And I'll see you folks. Take care. Bye for now.
I can still do better here.
Just one shill. Talk about bang for your buck.
I'll try getting 9 gold tokens. Dang it.
That's your lot.
Fuck yeah, though.
I can't believe it. Superb job.
Alright, just one more.
3, 2, 1, begin! Triple kill! Incredible! Double kill! Beautiful! Reload! Superb shot! Incredible! Very good!
Dang it.
That'll do it!
Yeah, the Punisher's a little.
Well, beauty!
I know how to do this.
2, 1, begin! Triple kill! Incredible! Very good!
No, come on.
Brilliant! Reload! Beautiful! Some of the targets are, well, particularly... 3, 2, 1, begin! Triple kill! Very good! Double kill!
What?
Now a shotgun that can cover a... 3, 2, 1, begin! Triple kill! Incredible! Brilliant! Superb shot! Reload!
I've got 2 shots. I've got 4 shots left.
Triple
What?
kill!
No! What?
Brilliant!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Targets
Let me
don't
do
just
something
stick
else.
around forever, eh? Don't let the small fry distract you from the big fish.
How about the other
3,
Punisher?
2, 1, begin! You're an artist, mate! Beautiful! Superb shot! Sorry, mate. Reload! Now a shotgun. 3, 2, 1, begin! Triple kill! 3, 2, 1, begin! You're an artist, mate! Triple kill! Outstanding! Super! Reload! Beautiful! You missed! That's not like you! You're an artist, mate! Incredible! And that's the game! You have a knack for this, friend.
Dang it.
Three, 2, 1, begin! Triple kill! Very good!
Just be patient.
Superb shot! You're an artist, mate! Reload!
Ah well.
I can't believe it. Superb job. I await your return.
Let's see them rolls.
Take a look. Something's bound to catch your eye.
I do want to get all the charms as well, kinda. But it is random.
Man needs a break every once in a while, am I right? Step right up.
Let's see them. Useless. Useless.
Hold on. What's coming back in this way? Listen. Alien technology. What? When? Where? It was about 40 minutes ago. At your desk. Yeah, we can take it for now. What? It's dangerous. Man, that's my new gaming laptop. 2018. Alright, but seriously, we gotta figure this out. There's no way a laptop can do that thing. You use it? With all of my favorite games. Then what? Why did you take it off? What made you think this extraterrestrial technology? Because it's possible. Man-made laptop with screen clearly and micro level detail like that. It's NVIDIA ray tracing. Right? And it's tracing on screen. The fact that it can from my phone on PC at home, yet keep itself cool, prevent the throttle. Features of the laptop never go around the cool. It works. Look at this sleek brown design. It's like straight out of a sci-fi. This Alienware's new design, bro. That's the name of the company. I knew. It's the M18. The Alienware M18 gaming laptop. It's real.
Wow. It looks like this playthrough isn't gonna get anything good either, huh? Maybe I should just hoard them. Also, damn, that was an ad I just watched.
Oh, there you are, Batman. Well, welcome to the Justice League. Thanks, Superman. I'm just grateful to finally get my invitation. Oh, sorry for the wait, chum. We've been very selective of what Muppets we bring in and what we don't. We only look for the best of the best for the Justice League. Here, let me introduce you to the rest of the team. Here's Aquaman. Hello, Flash. Hi there. Green Lantern. And Wonder Woman. Well, with a team of heavy hitters like this, I can understand why my invitation is this time. Glad to finally meet you. Superman, you didn't introduce me to him. Oh, yes. So, Batman, this is Apache Chief. Don't believe I've heard of him before. Everyone knows Apache Chief. I mean, he crossed. Well, I can see how that's useful to have. So, nice to meet you, Apache Chief. And once again, thank you for having us. That's Green Lantern. Well, I thought he was Green Lantern. Yes, they both are. You have two
It's just gonna focus the rhinoceros beetle again, right? Yeah. The order that you do them in doesn't matter either. It's always the same.
It's just a fucking monkey in a hat. I mean, he just roams around the halls. There's no life in his eyes. It's just.
Oh, hey, Batman, nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Green Lantern.
Okay then.
What is that?
Looks like I should just use up all my silvers.
Why did fucking Gleek for me? It does look that way. That doesn't. Why am I even here? I mean, really, Superman. I mean, Gleek? Is that fucking? That's not real. That's not a thing. That's not a fucking superhero. Gleek. Where are you, Green Lanterns? Where are you fucking? I mean, why do you need that money? I can't believe it. I was picked after Gleek. Superman, I was picked after Gleek. How do I find the will to live? I might fucking kill myself, man. I'm being real. I'm just being really honest right now. I'm serious. Please understand, you are not any less of a superhero than anyone else. Well, right addition to this team. You're one of the greatest picks we could have had. I'm sorry.
That needs a break every once in a while, Mark. Step right up.
There are holes in this team. Problems that only you yourself can solve. You aren't necessarily a part of this team as myself. Well, when you play with that Batman, you can't help but feel better. Alright, Superman, I'll join you just as lead. How in Batman? Pretty much. I didn't really expect the most obvious punchline ever. Let's just go to the chase. How much are we talking? Fucking millions, man. Why? Blake is really pushing for this NFT thing. He said it was going to be the next big thing. And, compound that with Wendy and Marvin's cocaine addiction and it just doesn't work. I'll see what I can do. Oh, thank you, Batman. I knew I could count on you.
Hey, guys, how are you?
Let's do one more. Yeah, I got Luis. Weapon resale value. That's pretty cool. I don't think I'm ever gonna sell a single gun ever again though, but hey, it's a thing.
Gun rhymes with fun for a reason, Strain.
There are enough weapons here to get a party going.
Welcome. Well then, what can I do you for? That's good work, if I do say so myself. I'll buy almost anything.
I doubt it'll matter. But what if I sell our resources? Will the merchant have them available for repurchase? If not, that should be fine. I can live with that.
Not seen anything you like, stranger? A deal well struck. Will that be all, then? A well-tuned weapon can make up for a lack of skill, friend. Dazzled, are you? Our craftsmanship. Anything else? Don't get yourself killed now.
Schedule a meeting and talk about this thing. Can we do this over email? I think it's something we could discuss over email. No, see, I think a meeting would be better. Why? It's because I don't value your time. We all as human beings have a finite amount of time on this planet, and every minute of our lives is precious. And I want to waste as many of those minutes as humanly possible because I don't respect you or your life. How about 9 p.m. on a Saturday? Actually, swing around and shoot him.
And we're gonna come in here and we're gonna get the flashbang because this thing is very important to make the village fight go by fast.
I'm gonna save again.
But yeah, I mean it's so crazy. There's still a lot of new players that are coming to the game, and it's really wholesome to read like a lot of positive comments about people grinding for their S+. You know, good luck to everyone that's still working on their grinds, getting all their achievements. You know, we're gonna be getting the village, you know, the treasure achievements here, and doing other quests. So that's an achievement too if you're
Alright,
working on that.
let's go get that boat fuel,
So starting out with
baby.
the village fight, we want to get 15 kills. Gonna backstab this lady right here. Her body. Get a very lucky grenade. So sometimes you can get a grenade from there or get a grenade from here, but you still want to jump in here because you want to make the guy out here. You're gonna see in this hallway. You want to make him spawn right here. Gonna shoot at him a couple times. Sometimes he'll die in a few shots if you get a crit. After you shoot a few shots, throw the flash grenade. Now sometimes these people will be more piled up here. And here's, like, normally you want to go kick them, but since we have that grenade, we're going to use that. We're going to run in here, we're going to get the other grenade, which will always be here. This grenade here will always spawn here. Going to jump out. Now sometimes here, the villagers will be piled up, and if they are, that's a good grenade spot. But if they're kind of separate like this, try to kill one or two. But yeah, if you have like the Chicago Sweeper or hand cannon, I mean, just destroy them here. The hand cannon is so good for the village fight. So we're gonna get the shotgun and this other grenade. Now this person, there will always be somebody climbing up the ladder. So you wanna make sure you shoot them, pick up the ammo, jump out. Now here, you wanna throw the grenade. They're piled up there, but normally they're by the ladder, so make sure to watch that. If they're not by the ladder, check to see that if they're by the window, and that'll give you a good amount of kills. After that, we're going to drop down to avoid Salvador. And you get a few kills with the shotgun. And there you go, that's a... I don't know how fast it was, so it's like a minute village fight. But But yeah, I mean, if you don't get that RNG grenade, it's okay. Those 2 grenades can still do a lot of work for you, plus the flashbang. And again, if you have the Chicago Sweeper, if you have the hand cannon, definitely use those. Because yeah, we're mainly focusing on getting all the treasures here, you know what I mean? But it is still very fun, you know, like, going for all the treasures, getting all the requests, and trying to get S Plus and Professional was a lot of fun for me. I was not expecting to have that much fun, but I mean, I love Resident Evil 4. I love all Resident Evil games in general. I mean, I'm rerouting my Resident Evil 7 right now, because I know a lot of you want to see Resident Evil 7 Madhouse, so I'm doing that too. But yeah, after you do that,
I wouldn't mind watching that.
feel free to loot the entire village, and we're going to be getting our first treasure up here, which is going to be a Velvet Blue. It's in a little sneaky spot, but yeah, once you get this, that's our first treasure. Yeah, make sure you loot the entire village. Get yourself stocked up on ammo. Get this nerve. If you have the deluxe version of it and you want to get the like necklace and stuff that's in it, you feel free to do that.
It'd be fine if they
feel free to grab whatever you want for your S Plus run, for your village run, or I mean not village run, your treasure run, everything. I mean, use whatever you want. Second treasure for the village here, and there's some handgun ammo right here. And again, hope you're having a good day so far. You know, it was kind of funny, getting back to Resident Evil 4 after playing Resident Evil 2, Leon is so much faster than Resident Evil 4, it's kind of crazy. Like, and like, if you switch from Resident Evil 4 and then to 2, it's gonna be funny because you're like, oh my god, I'm so slow. But Resident Evil 2 is so good, I love it so much, definitely recommend getting that. Yeah, we're gonna jump over this and we're gonna backstab this guy. And we're gonna wait for that to go on the other side, so we're gonna start our first request. And shoot this when it's on the right side, so it doesn't fall in the blue water or whatever that is. This medallion. One of y'all told me I could knife this, so thank you for that. I mean, that makes it a lot easier. Appreciate that.
Hello.
I'm gonna take down this lady right here.
I'm gonna eat you.
Make sure she's dead. Yeah, so she's dead. We're gonna get that 4th medallion. And we're gonna walk through here. Yeah, and I learned a lot of new stuff from this game as well. Like, you know, when you're going for everything, I didn't go for everything, like my first playthrough and my second playthrough, I kind of went for everything, but, you know, after that, I kind of just only did professional runs trying to beat it, you know, with a good amount of time while also being stocked up on ammo. So there was a lot of stuff that I would miss normally, and then now, redoing the whole thing, I mean, I learned a lot. Again, I mean, this game is so detailed, it's so good. I mean, it's 10 out of 10. So with that 5th one down, that's our first request, and we're gonna get our 4th treasure right here. These barrels, and there's gonna be another treasure right here. It's gonna be a ruby. Yeah, in this drawer right here. Once you pick up the wheel, the pitch guy will spawn. Now, sometimes you watch out for this lady right here. Like, she'll jump down sometimes, but if she's right here, to shoot her. Because, yeah, the pitchfork ladies, or, you know, any enemy with the pitchfork, they're like the grabbers. I mean, they kind of just move really fast, and, you know, they can get you really quick. Oh, and big thing to know. Okay, so if you're using this as a guide, and this is your first video you see, we don't want to blow up this bomb right here. We want to make the pig guy run into it because it stuns him really bad. And so it makes it so whenever we're pushing the cart and we have iframes that we don't really have to worry about him hitting us. Here I'm just making sure that I have all the treasures so far. But yeah, see, coming up here, whenever you're pushing the cart, the villagers and the pig guy will sometimes make it to you over here. And I have died, and I've seen in a lot of like RE4 montages that people die at this part
around here.
because, you know, the big guy will like swing at you whenever you're done pushing the cart. So yeah, watch out for that. But if you let him hit the bomb, I mean, as you can see, he wasn't even close. Now right here, we're gonna go to this right side, and you want to have your shotgun out because this lady over here, pretty much every time you run over here, she's gonna be in an attack animation. You want to take her down. Oh, and a big question that I get a lot too, so a lot of people wonder, like, how much time should I spend at each section of the game? A big rule of thumb, I like to think that, you know, you want to spend 2 hours at Village, 2 hours at Castle, and then an hour and 30 minutes on Island. Island goes by really fast, especially since we're going to be using the RPG on Browser and Sadler. So if that saves even more time. So that really leaves just like the Regenerator part and Mike's part. But, you know, once you kind of get used to those, you're able to get through it really quickly. So yeah, Island goes by the fastest. Village and Castle, it's kind of a toss-up. I mean, it really depends on how you play, but it's good to, you know, feel like you get 2 hours in each one. You know what I mean? So as long as you're out of there by 2 hours, you're good. But yeah, Castle goes by really fast as well.
My accuracy
you know,
will not be very high.
Ramon,
I don't think the Magnum will net me higher accuracy scores for this playthrough.
Get this ammo. Oh my god, wait, look, this is a nice villager I ever watched. See, normally, normally I just backstab that guy and then just press F to open the thing up, but right there, it just didn't register since I'm pressing them both. And he waited for me. You know, he's just sitting there waiting for me, and that was a wholesome act by him. Thank you for not hitting me while holding that. And yeah, I mean, that made me laugh. So we're gonna let Luis out here, and that's chapter 1. Yeah, we're at a good pace. We're about to save soon because, yeah, we always need to save before Dynamite Valley because you never know what's going to happen there. Yeah, chapter 2. Okay, so I end up making for sure. So another big question I got. I want to answer like as many common questions that I see. So, can you skip cutscenes or do cutscenes count towards your overtime? No. But the comms do, and you end up seeing, I end up doing it like in chapter 3, so whenever you're comming with Hunnigan, or Louise, or Ada, those actually do count towards your time, so you do want to skip those so you don't waste that little extra time.
Yeah, look at this shack. Holy shit, I don't remember this shack being a thing.
But yeah, I just needed to make sure of that, because that was just a question that, I mean, I never really could find a direct answer, I was always like, oh yeah, I'll remember my next one, and I always forgot. So yeah, once that guy gets a little bit ahead of there, we run up behind him and backstab him. And we're going to be turning to him. And we're also going to be doing the second request soon. Yeah, we're going to run back through here. You can easily pass this guy, you don't have to worry about him. He's kind of like slow at hitting. Like he's very delayed. We got all our stuff back. We're going to start the merchant cutscene.
This is what I'm
and then we're
talking
going to be
about.
getting the rat request. Now once you do that, come to here. There's always one rat here. When you get close to the rats, they kind of like start going a little bit crazy. This guy always goes down in a few shots. Yeah, see, like whenever you're next to the rats, they go a little bit crazy, so good to shoot them from a distance. Get another treasure right here. That's number 6. Get the handgun ammo there. Get another knife there. And yeah, now that we've done that, we're about to save. Because, yeah, Dynamite Valley. It's always a pleasure. I always say that, but it's always a pleasure to, like, get back to Dynamite Valley. A lot of neat moments. We're gonna build this
Shotgun
out.
shells might be nice.
And we're gonna be buying the sniper rifle. Oh, so I'm gonna be taking down the.
I want another heavy
I took down the chapter
grenade as well.
treasure request while
That's
I talk to the
actually
merchant, just so
the
like
big
you know,
ones.
get rid of some visual clutter, so it doesn't get in the way. But I'll put them back up after I'm done talking to the merchant. There, we're gonna buy the sniper rifle. I'm gonna equip the scope. And yeah, we have a pretty full inventory. I mean, we can put away the first aid sprays because we want to prioritize using our yellow herb heals first. Yeah, I'm gonna put those away. And we're gonna save. So this is gonna be save number 1. Just finding a place to put it. There you go. We're at 13 minutes and 21 seconds. And we're gonna head over to Dynamite Valley. So yeah, it's very good about the sniper rifle there, because you get the scope for free. Plus, I mean, since we're getting all the treasures, it's not gonna be hard to afford like anything we want. Got some shotgun ammo there. Now this lady sometimes, or I would say most of the time, she's a plaga. So you definitely want to kill her. Like, make sure that she's dead, because you don't want to be running back and she grabs onto you. Yeah, the plagas are tanky. So pull out our sniper rifle here. Gonna clear out some enemies. Take him down. Take him down. Take her down. And here you want to have your shotgun out. Because yeah, this guy's a grabber and we want to make sure we get him away from him. Now you can't shotgun him in the feet if you want to. You're gonna notice that we're gonna be shotgunning a lot of people in the feet because it's always important to do that, especially like in plaga areas. Gonna backstab this guy. And we want to get the flashbang over here. Yeah, take him down. Pushing them so I don't have to worry about them because we want to get the small key over here. Yeah, we want to get the small key here to get the elegant mask. And sometimes when you run out this door, if the enemies are inside, they'll get you. Now here is where probably a lot of you are gonna die. It's very RNG. Do you see that guy just killed the dynamite? He will sometimes just throw it at you when you're coming out the ladder and there's nothing he can do. I mean, you're just dead. So don't worry if that happens to you. That's why we say.
I know, I could probably...
Also, if you saw that I sniped the guy across the map, because he also has the dynamite,
now.
he's the other one that will probably kill you sometimes, so you want to make sure he's down as well. So we're going to shotgun them out the way. Most of the time here, they'll be all piled up by this barrel. So get that for 3 kills.
I mean, who says I should just go for 3
Shotgun
pages?
this guy out the way. Gonna stun him.
Snake.
And we want to blow up this barrel to take out that dynamite guy. Gonna get him out the way. Gonna get her out the way. And we're gonna get another treasure here. Which is...
I think that actually came from the...
Yeah, watch out in
I'm
case there's
watching.
one behind
Whoops.
you. Now here, if there's somebody behind you, you can throw the flashbang. But as you can see, I didn't see anybody there, so I'm like, okay, I can do this. So turn that, get to keep the flashbang. They were coming up there, so I can get pretty close sometimes. So we drop down here, gonna take her out, and we want to come in here to get that yellow herb and this first aid spray. So remember, you can send first aid sprays to storage, because again, we want to prioritize our yellow herb heal so we can slowly add more health to our health bar over time. And we're gonna have like a nice collection of first aid sprays by the end of this. But you can feel free to grab them anytime if you're using it for bosses or for certain areas. And yeah, that's Dynamite Valley. Always a pleasure. Again, don't worry if you die there a bunch of times. I mean, it happens. A lot of meme moments there. Like I said, I feel like the most common place to die is when you're going up that ladder after you get the small key. And it's just RNG where that dynamite guy decides to throw it. Sometimes he won't throw it. Sometimes he'll be dead. I don't know how. He just somehow blows himself up, I guess. As you can see here, I'm going to be putting the key timestamp like above the keyhole just in case you lose track. And that's going to be our 8th treasure. And yeah, you know what's also really fun about getting all the treasures and doing all the requests? We're able to just have so much money to be able to like buy anything. So here we're going to take out this guy. The thing is, if you backstab him, I don't know why, most of the time, I would say like 7 times out of 10, this guy will grab you immediately after, so I just like to take them down this way. You could also run past them, but I mean, at the same time, like, you don't want to risk taking damage. You want to save your heals for like difficult areas. And right here, I mean, it takes like a minute or 2 to take them all down. Sometimes this lady will walk in a trap, and if she does, this clicker she'll go down. And yeah, remember, we finished in like 4 hours and 30 minutes, so good to take that little extra time just to be safe. So we get another treasure right here, and that's gonna be number 9. And yeah, Village has like 39 treasures, Castle has like 41, and then Island has 24. So Village and Castle are gonna be where you're gonna have to get a lot. Castle, you have to backtrack a bit. But it's okay, we end up doing it no problem. Now here, you want to make sure you don't shoot past this side because sometimes it can trigger Salvador.
Combining the green and yellow.
And we're going to be getting these 2 treasures right here. So yeah, make sure you don't shoot past that side. You just don't want to risk it. You get that sapphire.
Will that be all then?
Gonna get that necklace. And now we're at 11.
Thank you.
And yeah, I mean here, if you don't shoot past that side, you're just going to be kind of chilling, staring at I'm not sure what.
Give that the care it deserves.
But yeah, he's gonna get stunned by the bomb. We're gonna get
this
these 3
kind
gunpowder right here.
Is about finesse, stranger.
And we're gonna make our way to the house.
Goes a long way.
Yeah, we're almost at chapter 3.
Anything else?
And we're at 11 treasures. We're about to get our 12th one right now. Then this drawer right here is gonna be our 12th. The ruby. Gonna get this egg. And we're gonna get this key. So yeah, make sure you loot this entire place. I mean, I think we have a lot of good stuff here. I mean, here's just 2 grenades. I mean, that's really good. Gonna be prop, take, maybe. And there's gonna be an enemy right here. You can just run past them. You don't have to waste ammo on them. But if he also grabs you, I mean, no problem. We have a lot of heals. Gonna get this red herb right here. Yeah, we have a lot of heals. I mean, and we have a lot of knives as well. I mean, we could get rid of the kitchen knives or sell them to the merchant. Let's put this in here. Push it up. Turn it to the left. And then you can just adjust it. You got this. There you go.
Organizing my inventory manually is another
I'm gonna pull down
time
this lever
sink
because we're gonna be coming
I'm
back to
spending.
Ashley.
That I
And
really
we're gonna
shouldn't
get the
be
key. And that's chapter 2. But yeah, I mean,
doing.
Village, for the treasures, there's not too much backtracking you have to do compared to Castle. Because normally I finish the game in like 3 hours and 30-ish minutes. And this one takes an hour longer, but that's because I have to do all the requests and the treasures. So I guess there is some backtracking you have to do, but it definitely could be faster. Of course, we have to save the dog, but I always have to mention that if you don't save the dog, the giant or the gigante doesn't get his health reset. So whenever you do save the dog, his health resets. But I mean, I just have to. Again, I'm a puppy owner. He'd be mad at me if I didn't. But
Nice, that's the
also
Filipino
another
way
thing,
to say
I
it.
saw in the comments from some of y'all that you can
I need to-
shoot the like, I don't know what that part of the trap is called, but whatever you step on that triggers the trap, you can shoot that, and I can, you know. And I tried it, and it doesn't work, but at this point, I will do and rate a fire suit for the shotgun. And we're gonna do the same thing for the sniper rifle. Also gonna buy the flashbang recipe. Because we're gonna be getting the black case that gives us more chances of getting large resources. Because yeah, I mean, it's always good to have some flashbangs, sniper rifle,
I'm not
ammo,
sure if I
heavy
saved them
grenades,
enough.
so definitely need to take advantage of that. Get that barrel. I love what he says. But yeah, when we come back here and get the ammo that we have,
This stupid fucking boss fight.
and yeah, we can tell that to him right now. Because again, we want to prioritize.
I know the speedrun strats for it though, let's hope it
If
helps.
you do have an X amount of snakes, it's better just to sell them because you get 1,000 for each. Now we're gonna be doing our next request pretty soon up here. It's very easy. It's gotta stab the break stuff. And yeah, there's always 3 rifle ammo there. Definitely couldn't get that. question too. And right here is whenever I end up trying. So here's like proof that on can count towards your time. You know, see 2357, okay? 2359, that one's okay. This part is the concept. You see I let it run? Then I let it run here. Second minute, you can see 2405, so we promise what's your time? That's basically, just because you don't want to waste too much time on that because it does add up. But if you want to watch
It's not. I haven't practiced, so of course I wouldn't be able to get the one cycle.
But the cost, unfortunately, like if you're gonna go for S plus from professional where time
Think you can swallow me whole, huh?
Factor, it's the biggest factor. You want to make sure that you stay small, otherwise you have to, if you want smaller comps, it definitely adds up.
Whoop.
And we're going to be having a lot of marketing. We're going to have a lot of live, a lot of flashbang. By the way, if you have some live, if you go flashbang, it's up to you. And we're going to go with you. Once you let them view most of the time, they have something to do with it. I don't know why. Jump down here. See, this guy was so close that I think it was gonna hit me. He shoots my attack like a legend, and then hits me. So yeah, man. If that guy's coming up the stairs, I'm past him, but right there, when he was that close, I'm like, oh, he's gonna be like one of those instant hits. But no, he missed his first weapon, dodged my shotgun, and I got the boss, and then after that, I think, yeah, make my yeah, remember, prioritize yellow heals so we can increase our health over time. Use no grenade as the crows because you'll always get a grenade back. Not just sight the dogs here because our pistol is still pretty weak. We won't be upgrading our pistol at all, but yeah, it's pretty weak, so we don't want to risk the dogs playing dead and then they get up and attack you. Alright, we got our grenade back from the crows. Like fish farm, you can stay here, or I'm coming farm more than fish farm, but I know that I can stay more than the Nago farm, so feel free to save, before whatever you want. I mean, whatever's more comfortable for you, fish farm takes like 2 or 3 minutes, so not that big of a difference. Again, all these things are very quick. Flashbang on us. Make to the part, I mean, whatever part is only
I don't think it's all taking a hit like that.
At this point, we should have enough things to go. We want to take it.
Oh no!
Shoot that already. Remember again, prioritize using the door. Yeah, by the end of this, we end up having like a full health bar, which is really good, especially if you want to do a new game plus to get the minimalist, frugalist, sound strength. You get that gunpowder. That ammo. So yeah, I like to loot this place before fish farm, just in case I am lacking resources going into it. But I mean, here we do have enough resources, so we can go straight through it, no problem. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get through it. Because you don't have to go through the big guy. You can just run around and I'm going to show you.
What's the wrong way? Actually, you know what?
Yeah, we're going to make our way through here. And you want to just make your way past her. Very, very, very rarely she does an instant swing attack. I think it's only ever happened to me once or twice. And I mean, I've played this game so many times, so it's very unlikely.
Welcome.
Everyone, don't worry about missing out on all
good
the loot deal. We
things
are
on
going to be
a deal well struck.
yeah, once we come back after the deadline, everybody will be gone, so that leaves all the loot for us for free.
You're valuable.
You always wait a little bit before opening the door because again, if you open the door, the villagers can just do instant
That's
attack.
about all I can do for this weapon.
Right. I can make this gun as fast as a
And
goddamn
when we come back here,
handgun.
we're going to be getting a lot
which I prefer over the other sniper's power.
This guy
Because
normally dies.
you guys know I suck
there.
at aiming. 60,000, I can do that.
And here is probably where I feel a lot of problems could happen. So here, normally I just like to shotgun them out the way, because we will be getting a lot of shotgun ammo as well. But if you want to use a flashbang here, it will flash everybody, just throw it in the air. And Piggy is right behind us, so yeah. I don't know if you heard that, but he actually kills one of the villagers. Because I end up coming back and there's just gonna be a loot right there, and I just started laughing. So yeah, I mean that took probably like 2 minutes, so not that
They
bad.
like doing that.
It's also, it's like cool that you can see that if you want to save before fish farm, you can, because once you do that, you come through here, you can go straight to the Delago after that. Oh, it's no problem. Yeah, and here I'm gonna we're at like 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Let's see, mistake number 2. And yeah, we're at 29:45.
I missed.
Thank you all again so much for the input. Because of that, I'm able to take down a lot of things here, but you'll be taking your time on this fight. I know it's very annoying, so I really want to get some music that I've learned and with y'all talking, so you might not PC, switch your frames down to 60, makes the waves a lot smaller. Another one is those ready to shoot fast, I'm for sure right here. So whenever you aim, you see how Leon gets up, you want to let go of your aim so that he sits down again. Do you see that? So like you aim, shoot, let go of your aim, he sits down, and you see it makes you shoot significantly faster. And yeah, we want to get in all the 3 shots right here because it's very easy to hit this one to right.
Oh, I thought that wouldn't. I thought that was just him jumping high. Oh well, I managed to hit him, so.
But yeah, we want to, if you want to one cycle, 2 cycles, you want to do the most damage when you scream, like at this part. Here you can hit him once or twice. But I mean, again, take your time on this boss. I mean, this is one of those bosses that does take a little bit of time. It's no problem, but don't worry, we make up for that because we destroy Sadler, we destroy Krauser, we do roll, not one. So we save a lot of time on that. Yeah, he was doing a big time. And it should be done right now. There you go. Alright, you get 1 cycle, 2 cycles, you get 3 cycles. A little bit harder to hit, plus it's good to know that at that point, you can't bite down it, you're gonna have to like stand here and back punch. Yeah, take it down on that boss, we have a save right there. There, we're on chapter 4. And this is a really chill chapter because we get to do a lot of looting. So another thing, if you watch my other videos, you'll know that I never normally go for the treasures on...
Where'd you go?
I'll show you which island I'm talking about. So, it was a lot of fun to read this about because it just felt like, I'm like, oh my god, I actually talked about a lot of this stuff. Over here we just like spend a lot of time looting, and we still do that, but you know, to get the extra treasure, one squad digression is a lot. So here for this guy, just shoot shotgun in the key. Because yeah, as you can see right there, so you headshot him. Sometimes the Saga like can come out instantly, like from his head, and then like the whip attack will stun you, and then he'll do an attack on you, and it just is a lot done. Because it's way better to shotgun people, especially in like heavy Saga areas. And I mean, a lot of this chapter is especially if you do the fire, you pretty much expect that a lot better compared to the Sagas where you're gonna be shotgunning a lot of people. A lot of times this
Sure.
is hard. I don't think we get a lot of another hit like that. This would be a good chunk of like right there. And let's get first if you don't have enough shotgun like fish farm or other areas where there's no enemies, grab some shotgun ammo, shotgun ammo. I forgot that I bought my bow right there. I was just like, what? Yeah, there's a lot of meat moments here, but it was a really good time. But yeah, if you have enough shotgun ammo here and you want to get more just to be comfortable, go to the fish farm first. There's always 3 shotgun bullets there, plus you can get a lot of gunpowder to craft some. So here, there's always a flashbang here, and again, we're going to be shotgunning. Except for this guy right here, we're going to shoot the dynamite in his hand. That's a free kill. Watch out for that. But yeah, shotgun defeat, especially when they're like, if they're piled up like that, like, you know, they're very close, you know, let the spread from the shotguns do the work for you, because they can, as you can see, you can take down 2 enemies by doing that. Yeah, always watch out for this guy. When you're going around the corner, he almost always instantly throws that. Always with these 2 barrels, because sometimes they can have shotgun ammo in them. They get good RNG there, but we do end up having some pretty good RNG later on. So here we're going to do this puzzle, it's always a Y. And we're going to be getting the next one. Yeah, if you watch my other videos, you normally know that I like to do this part last. Like, I like to move everything first, but here, we just want to make sure we got this part out. And here we're getting our 7%. A lot of flashing right here. Takeaway pass. Yeah, always have your shotgun out, because that guy, as you can see, came around the corner, so he wasn't flashed, but we ended up using 3 shotgun bullets here. Yeah, we want to definitely have 2 shotgun bullets just to push the button. Yeah, with that down, you know, we're going to make our way to this part over here, and we're going to get more.
Think you can swallow me whole, huh? A lot of food here, so don't worry about the gigante, you can be stuck. Angle, and we'll figure it out. That's 2 shots.
Hit.
Going for everything just made it really fun to me, because I got these like re-exploring areas that I didn't normally do, so that's really fun to do. So we're going for the achievement to get all the treasures. Yeah, I mean, if you added on all the treasures, a lot of cool stuff.
I don't think the boat can take a hit like that.
It's really good. Here we're going to and we're going to get some treasures. You know, the guns do count as treasures. So the red knife right there, that's the treasure. One. And the red knife. After that, and add 2 iron. So yeah, very chill chapter. You get to do like a lot of looting. I'm gonna show you how to destroy the gigante. Pick up your things if you want to. We got behind that bigger cave. We run walls. So wow. Yeah, like I mean I can just got the boss on that there. But yeah, we end up buying the bigger cave before the heck out of the fight. Yeah, that's how we do it. Now, next we're going to be getting the second card. Yeah, again, hoping y'all have a good day so far. Hope y'all been having some fun time on your runs. I know it can be pretty stressful sometimes, but you got this. Not the last one. You're going to see that against the gigante.
No! Why does this boss fight suck?
Another treasure here was just going to be a ruby. Take that down. Pick up the ruby.
Oh, did I hit continue instead of load game? God damn it.
Barrel. And we head out. Now before we go back to the bridge again, we're going to be visiting that one area which I haven't visited this area since my
trying to remember. I think this is my second playthrough. Like my first playthrough. Oh wait, okay. So if you're new to Resident Evil 4 and this is your first game, definitely always make your first playthrough your fun one. Like enjoy the game. Don't need to watch the guide. Just enjoy it. It's a really fun game. But yeah, like I haven't seen it since then. I do remember when the credits started. But yeah, when I came back.
Think you can swallow me whole, huh?
Oh, goddamn it.
Where'd you go?
Yes! Dear God. The Lago fucking sucks. Of course, it had to be the run where I accidentally clicked continue and now I have one death. Oh no, it counted all of them either way. Whatever. No, crafting bonus really doesn't matter to me.
Here I was like, oh my god, it feels like a completely new area because I normally never come through here. And yeah, remember, a lot of these guys are fly guys, so we're still shocking. treasure number 24.
Sacrificial lamb, you will receive our most sacred body. It
Yeah,
begins
watch out.
now.
Watch out for the traps here. Oh my god. I'm trying to remember. I'm watching this and I'm like, why do I feel like I do fall in a trap? Yeah, make sure you destroy all these traps because we're going to be getting the beetle. Now, you don't have to get the beetle because it doesn't count as a treasure, but hey, it's 10k.
Condor one to roost.
Plus, it's really cool. We're going to be getting all the beetles. Yeah, right? Look at this trap. That's such a troll place to put a trap. Right there, I was like, no way, dude. Wait, I think I can hit again. Look, look, look. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm not gonna get hit. Like, I landed in 2 traps. That's funny. So, yeah. Definitely watch out for those 2 traps right there. Very well hidden. Well done, Capcom. You got me with those 2. My first and second playthrough, I remember they got me a lot, especially my first one. It was like a beat. So I'm gonna break these barrels, and we're gonna be going over here to get a small key, which we're gonna be needing to get the gold bar that's gonna be in the house. I'm gonna show you. Yeah, that was funny. Definitely watch out for those traps. Right here. There's also a green herb there you can grab if you want. And okay, so here it's gonna be there's gonna be like the Blaga dogs. So we're gonna pull out a flashbang. And we're gonna let him transform first.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get 3 pages.
I know that.
I'm gonna prepare myself for the possibility of 3
Since the other
pages.
dogs haven't transformed, or they
The game hates giving me rifles, so...
you know, you wanna make sure you watch out for that. And we're gonna use that key, and we got this gold bar here, and there's one more, you know, very hidden treasure over here. That's gonna be where Luis was. It's gonna be a ring. Yeah, this is kind of like that little backtracking that does, you know, chew away at
I
your
hate how
time.
dark this place is.
So if you're
It
thinking about,
basically
like,
makes
okay,
it
I'm gonna do a
mandatory for you
professional
to
S+ run. It's gonna be my
always
first
check the
professional S+
map
run. These treasures,
for where you're going.
some of them, like, you know, definitely
I hate it.
prioritize saving the time. You know, and making your way to, like, have as much time as you can to finish the run. But if you're using this as a treasure guide, then yeah, you know, obviously feel free to do whatever. Here, I was waiting for the other guy to come through so I can shotgun both of the feet, but it took a little time to avoid that guy. And you wanna run to the boat. Right, look. Run into juke it off. Juke that one. Oh my. I know he's mad. That's funny. Completely broke all 4 of his ankles. And yeah, I mean, that was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna find people. So yeah, we're gonna get 5 right here. Now remember, the golden egg was in the bunch as well. So yeah, that was 4. This one's gonna be 5 right here. Since this bitch takes a lot of space, we can send the shot back to the board. This way we can have less space.
Maybe I should have flashbang.
And like that, we can finally head back to the bridge. Oh, actually no, before heading to the bridge, we can actually play the 2 heads. Now I have gone back, so let me know if this happens.
Did I somehow actually just miss all of those magnum shots? And that's why I took all that damage? Oh my god.
You know, this piece right here, and then like, oh my god, have to go back, because that's happened to me like twice, but every single time I was like, oh my god, there's no way.
You know what, I'm restarting.
Remember to skip comms, because again, cutscenes, you're good to watch, but comms, they do eat away at your time. It's very short, but still, it does add up. Also, I don't know if you can hear my puppy in the background. He wants to come in here, he wants to destroy stuff. Not gonna let do that.
Sacrificial
Now, we're
lamb.
going back here. Now, we don't have the small key to get to the top to watch door over here. We're gonna get at the fish farm, so we're gonna come back here later. Yeah, my puppy's
Condor
crazy. You're
Wonder.
gonna see a couple times here where he messes with my stuff. There's even a part where he cuts out my audio. It's only for a few seconds, but he made me, okay, he like went to the back of my PC and pulled out a cord
And the thing is, he does that and then runs away because he's just a troll like that. So you're gonna get this treasure right here. What else, Red? Fill this out one back again, right? No, don't worry, we're just gonna have to fill out the crown, necklaces, so we'll be good. Got some off the collection. Sell this stuff. So yeah, 10k for the needle, that's heavy. It's definitely worth that little extra run if you're getting all the treasures. Yeah, we're at 110k for stunners. We're gonna buy the cage upgrade. And we're gonna bring back the shotgun. Yeah, also
you know what? I'm just gonna use the shotgun to safely dispose of these guys.
Yeah, we're at 50. Buy black cage. Oh yeah, we also upgraded our sniper rifle all the way, you know, to everything and then 4 power level, but we are going to be getting it to 5. So yeah, maybe we buy the black case. Remember to exchange it because I've been forgetting this sometimes. Yeah, change it so now that all the loot we get from now on, we'll have a higher chance of getting the large resources which we can use for flash grenades, sniper rifle ammo, and then later on for heavy grenades. But at this point, really chill. And yeah, since we'll be getting a lot of treasures and we can upgrade our sniper rifle to power level 5, which is like the max power, it just destroys everything out of it. Now we're gonna make our way back here. As you can see, everybody's gone. Yeah, it's very chill. We're gonna be doing the medallion quest as well, and we're gonna be doing the snake quest. I got rifle ammo there, and hand grenade is always there as well. Also gonna be getting the rest of the snakes. Yeah, there's like a good amount of them. I believe there's like 4 or 5 here. So yeah, more than enough to get your quest. Plus have some extra for your heals if you want to sell them. Pop that. Destroy that. And there's gonna be another treasure around here as well. We're gonna shoot this down and get the antique pipe. And that's gonna be number 28. There'll be more snakes around here as well. So also, if you're running low on heals, there's also bass here. And whenever you're riding around in the boat, there's more than enough fish. And whenever you're at that one edge where there's no enemies there, there's like 3 fish in the water there. So a lot of places where you can get some heals if you're running low on heals. And with that last medallion down, that's number 7. And yeah, since we got all the snakes as well, that's another quest now. We're on 7 requests in total. Got some shotgun ammo right there. Got that key there. Yeah, remember, see, if you don't have any shotgun ammo for the one head where there's a lot of enemies, you can come here. Definitely you'll find some ammo. Look, even more shotgun ammo. I mean, that's pretty lucky RNG, but that nest right there that I shot, that will always have shotgun ammo. But
Some kind of
if you
shrine.
don't get RNG and get a lot of shotgun ammo, you definitely will get more than enough gunpowder to craft some. And you know, you can get from 6 to 8 depending on if you get the extra bullets. So yeah, you should be going into there.
Find the all this elaborate shit anyhow.
Right there. You ever press? If you buy a PC, do you ever accidentally press the G button and just like a noodle flip? Yeah. Should have more than enough resources because against a Gigante, we don't really use shotgun ammo against them. Mainly use sniper rifle ammo and flash grenades because when a supply gets exposed, flash grenades actually do a good amount of damage to them. Now right here, we're going to be doing this puzzle right here. I have to pause, make sure I got it to take care of my dog. And yeah, it's always going to be right 2, left 2, and then the top one. So yeah, very easy puzzle. The idol. When that last piece is done, I'm going to sell this to the merchant. Oh, actually before that, we're going to get the pocket one. Yeah, once you leave here, when you go against the Gigante, you want to have 30 treasures around here. Remember, if you can check the status of it, if you go, like, you press pause and you go to challenges, just scroll all the way to like the bottom, you'll find it. It's got like bandits and there's things where you'll see your progress there. That
Live.
All that. And we're already back at 70k, so we're doing good. We're gonna fully upgrade the sniper rifle. And we're gonna get the pocket watch. Yeah, I mean, we just end up getting so much money that I believe we end up fully upgrading the black rail. The sniper rifle, we're on chapter 4 and the powers fully upgraded the bolt rifle. You really think that will be until endgame and it's still really good. So yeah, here, you're gonna sell the pocket watch. And we're gonna take on it. Yeah. Now make sure you have some flashlights because if you, like whenever his flag is exposed, if you go flashlight, not only does it do a lot of damage, but also brings it down to it.
And I can't believe I'm all out of time.
Here, get all the loot, get reports on the fight. A lot of good stuff here. But you got 4 shotgun ammo, some gunpowder. Make sure you equip a grenade before the fight starts to get the stuff. So.
You know, I'll get at least one head.
So grenades.
Items in stuff.
Make sure you have your sniper rifle, of course. That was shot with the pistol. And as you can see, with the max upgraded
Take a
rifle,
look. Well,
takes 3 headshots.
I've got something new for you.
And you can only shoot the flag once before the dog spawns. After that, you don't try to shoot again.
Won't do you much good in the
And
ground.
it's a really hard shot there. Right here, you can be aggro to the dog, and we've had the headshot 3 times.
Oh man, I don't have
Why
enough to
not
buy
try
first
your
aid.
hand at a new gun, stranger?
And right here, you can be able to get a good amount of headshots, or not headshots, but headshots. And remember, this is the max power, like, even with the power of 4,
I'll be able to afford it.
Yeah, I like to get around 3 shots, and pull out a flash grenade, and while he's roaring, throw it, and that's it. You know, very
What's
easy
the
to
request
fight.
for the big fish?
You know, with such a big head, I mean, it's very easy to land those shots.
Where can I find it?
We always got out of thing. So yeah, after you do that, make sure to loot this building over here as well. Because $5 dock sale, line of 5 bullets, and you got more shotgun shells. I mean, a lot of good stuff. Now, this velvet blue here, it's weird. It doesn't count as a treasure, but I mean, you would think it does, but it doesn't. I mean, you can turn down to free 2,500, so yeah, definitely pick it up. With that down, we're about to get to the Ashes section. Now again, I'm not using any bonus weapons or, you know, any accessories, but if you're doing a treasure run, definitely use all that stuff. It's very good. Like, Ashes armor, insane. Sunblast is really good. You know, gas mask for certain parts, really good as well. Like, it's...
Nice.
Use whatever you need, especially if you're just doing a treasure. And if you're doing a professional plus, yeah, use whatever you can, whatever the game gives you. You'll get that as fun, and after that, using cat ears, then I'll get a lot. Yeah, okay, normally this dog, whenever you don't go to that one island, or that one area, there's a cutscene near that place, but since that cutscene plays with the other dogs, this dog can't, so it just comes in, so you gotta take it down. Well, he transforms first, you definitely don't want to run that. By the time you run past them, you may get it, so a few cyber shots, a few shocking bullets, and you'll run out. I didn't mean to pick that up. I honestly forgot that there's submachine gun ammo there. I don't really use submachine guns outside of the Chicago sweeper. I mean, the TMP is pretty good, but you know, I just use the sniper rifle and shot for one, so yeah, get that big swampy right there. Hold it down. And we're gonna do this one for now. You know, done this before, and you want to learn it easy.
Fantastic.
We line it up with the head. You breathe with the head, you'll notice it. And then there, if you see the wing, the right wing, line it up with that. And you just
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Be early. Yeah, you want to be at 30 trenches around here. sure you come back here. So yeah, if you're using this as a guide, whenever you see me get treasures that are not that out of the way, you get those. But the ones where you have to like backtrack way too far, yeah, just only focus on, saving time, make your way through, get this treasure run really fast on, the places that you get. Especially if you have categories, you can use the category stuff, you can this very easily. Rugalist, non-stranger, infinite ammo is just. Here you can bring the throw down. After taking handgun ammo. Remember, if you have the deluxe version, feel free to grab that as well. Also, I gotta always thank you guys for the flash grenade right here. Again, I never even picked that up before, so when I got a lot of comments telling me about that, that's huge. You have to understand, for the Savage Blood, we always use a flash grenade. So the fact that, if you gotta think about it, that flash grenade, you can think of it like, okay, this is for the Savage Blood. Yeah, very awesome. So you don't have to waste, resources to make another flash grenade for that. If you're running low. And here we're going to put this key here, and we'll get the yellow diamond. 32. Okay, so for this part, you definitely want to have some flashbangs just in case you need it for Ashley, and I'm going to show you why. So most of the time, you can just backstab this lady, and you shotgun this guy at the gate. Shotgun is you can run past them. But that other guy, Kobe, a axe. She tries to Kobe an axe at me and it hits Ashley. So yeah, good down with flash grenade. We're gonna help Ashley out. Remember, the flash grenade stuns them very hard, so gotta have them out.
Give me a break already.
Yeah, just watch out there. Now, this is one of those areas where I should say that she can get grabbed, and on your distance, you can actually trigger a tendency, so you definitely want to watch it even if you have armor. Yeah, I don't know if that's something else these days, but it's just kind of interesting, so you definitely want to watch out for that, especially since our last save was at the dog one. We're about to save, so you definitely want to make sure you protect Ashley there. Don't lose that progress. Yeah, I'm just seeing if there's anything that we need, but no, we're good. Yeah, we're gonna go take on the Savage Blood. We also have to take down the villagers here, but I'm gonna show you, a very good way where you don't have to worry about the villagers or the Savage Blood. I can make it very easy. We're gonna get through this, no problem. Here we want to backstab this guy because I normally shotgun him, but I've realized that if you shoot at him, it will cause a villager to drop down, and you don't want to risk that, especially since we have access. You don't want to risk her getting hit, and then again, you don't want to go back when we're just about to save, so we're going to play it safe. Yeah, backstab him. Make our way up here. And yeah, so this Molotov lady, you can backstab right here. Take her down. That'd be very helpful whenever we're coming back. Yeah, with that down, sometimes here I'm like, okay, I want to kind of shoot everybody here, but no, I'm like, okay, we should.
What chapter am I in now? Oh. Clockwork Castellan should be here. Ah, they actually tell you the rank requirements and stuff. Just right here. That's pretty neat. Let me go look up a guide. Here it is. The request is inside the cave. What about the fish itself? Alright, everything can be found in the lake. I really shouldn't get Ashley yet. I'm just gonna try heading back to the save. While still remaining as efficient as possible. It's supposed to be raining here, but where's all the particles and stuff? I have the settings set to be the best. So how come? I forgot to shoot it earlier, so it looks like I'll have to shoot it from here. Where could it possibly be? I see it. Yes, that sandtrite is very good. Are these flames actually lit even though it's raining? I want to be careful here. It's lagging and I could accidentally potentially flip out of bounds again, which that just won't be fun. Here's some gold. There's the gold. There it is. There's really nothing else. I should eat some of these. I'll wait until the merchant. I can... Whoa! What? Okay. I guess only high caliber works for that fish, eh? Oh wow, what a big fish. You know what? Fine, I'll eat the eggs. It's no big deal anyhow. This is a big deal, though. Hmm. Seriously, where's the request for the big fish? Yikes, wow. That's the Discord. Got a little plugged up as well when I was... Okay, the Clockwork Castellan and stuff are both inside here. I'm gonna go back to the merchant first and save, just for safety reasons. Then I'm gonna go get those, and then that's when I'll actually end.
Gun rhyme.
Wow, that was actually my first save.
With fun for a reason. Welcome. got a selection of good things on sale, stranger. Your valuables won't do you much good in the grave.
I'll wait until I get a red and then sell that. Should be fine for me to do that.
This is what I'm talking about. Fine work. Will that be all then?
Huh, I can get the Matilda.
How have we procured these curiosities? You don't want to know, mate. I don't always come.
I don't always have this in stock, stranger.
Back anytime. Welcome. Ooh, what you buying? Give that the care it deserves, mate.
How much more do I need?
Please. And trap. Welcome. A deal well struck. Anything else I can help you with? Your weapons, that is a top-notch weapon. You really don't settle for anything less than the best, do ya? Knife needs care every once in a while. Could be the difference between life. Come back anytime.
Life and death. I wonder if it still counts if there's no red herb. Who am I kidding? 2 green herbs, a green and yellow. The moment the herb gets combined with anything, Ashley and stuff don't take into account anymore. Oh, sorry about that. I suddenly started singing the OST for Honey Pop 2. Double Date. I don't know why, it just felt super fitting to do so right now. Yeah, there's no enemies around here, so... I can safely explore and get all the treasure here. sideways thing. This squiggly thing. Oh, I need to confirm the other half of it. Let's just explore because I don't remember the solution for this one. There it is. Ooh. And then the triple eye pattern. This thing, squiggly, triple eye. Ooh, the last hexagon. May as well get that treasure as well. Won't take too long. I like this chapter. Resource management horror could really benefit from being an open world game, I think. I'd play one. Like, it doesn't have to be a big world, and it doesn't have to have high production value. Just as long as it's survival horror and has resource managing elements. Zelda almost succeeds in doing that, but none of the mods. I've played have given me what I want, and Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. You do resource management there, but ultimately the game always floods you with resources. And as long as you're not being an idiot about it. You'll get a lot of good shit and stuff. But yeah, like imagine a super small open world survival horror where you suddenly find yourself stuck inside a mansion or something, or some other small but still technically very big place. And then you need to go explore it in order to try to find a way to get out. But like the place is scary and filled to the brim with monsters, and all the things you need to get out are locked behind, are protected by incredibly scary and dangerous monsters. And you need to survive and get out using nothing but the resources the mansion has for you to use. Maybe they're just the usual fare of guns and stuff. Or maybe they're supernatural and normal weaponry won't work. Of course you do.
You're serious.
Uh, that was actually literally just incredibly lucky. No two ways about it. With how much bloom this hand cannon's supposed to have, that should not have been possible. Maybe there's still one more key I'm missing. And hopefully I can find it here. Let me get this first. Here it is. Talalancar base. This photo should help you find it. Alright, so these black base don't count. Got it. What is this?
What the hell is going on here?
I have never seen this before. She's not gonna come to life and attack me, is she? This is a problem. I have genuinely never been here. Oh my god. What? Oh, and it should be here. Clockwork Castellan. There he is. Take him up. Oh. Okay. Uh-oh. There's still more of them. Shit.
Next.
Cuidado!
Whew. Oh, holy shit. That was a thing. I guess I'll make up some of the shotgun shells I lost. I do not remember that being a thing that ever happened. Oh, there's a treasure I missed. Yeah, it just goes to show. Toryu is right. My thorough is not that thorough. That's actually all the locked chests. That's amazing. Yeah, this is gonna be the 100% world collection route. All commissions. All treasures. That's what I want. So it's in the near the shack where we started the chapter off to. In apparently, according to the picture. If I fail to get it, I'll use a walkthrough and shit. This is the boathouse. Here it is. Times like these, you go to a guide. I'll just eat one of the big fish. Hold on. Let me look this up. Bunker base location. Yeah, I'm in the right place. I just need to look. think I see one. Boom! Oh yes! Yes! But geez, it really is a big chonker. Hold on. There you go. Alright, let's go back, and then I'll go get Ashley and all that good shit some other day. How long have I been playing now? Yep, unless I speedrun the game from here on forward. Oh my god, I missed another treasure. Let me go get that. Should be like a barrel or something from what I remember. Ah, it's a token. All the better. Back to the merchant we go. Oops. I'm gonna make a save first and foremost.
Break's over, I suppose. Welcome. Well then, what can I do you for? You're good luck to you, stranger. I'll buy almost anything.
Need to sell this, right? $10,000, good enough.
Perfect. You're a real professional. A job well done deserves payment in kind. Will that be all then?
A job well done deserves payment in coin.
Come back. Any welcome.
Right, I meant to sell some of my ammo.
You're Valuables won't do you much good in the grave. Pleasure doing it.
Don't get yourself killed now.
Get yourself killed now.
There you go. I'm done. The best part is, since I'm in windowed, I can just press X to quit. Ain't that just lovely?